sec, guys. Figured I'd do it live for the boys. Give me a sec. We have some really good stuff happening on the after hours I do want to talk about right now. But we'll get to it. Hopefully the bitrate or nothing drops. So we just have to survive about, what is it, like 2 weeks? 2 weeks the new comp comes in. That'll be nice. Let me get my messages set up so you can see. One sec. Hope everyone's doing well. Sorry, I kind of have a little setup I got going. I might paper hand. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, it's funny, you know, everyone talked to paper hands, but if we're really thinking about it, Tyler's the one that goes the riskiest options. Okay, Adam Aaron sold at $9.60, 70 cents. I'm just saying. Hope everyone's doing well, though. Let me set my iPhone. I kind of like set it like right in front of me. Kind of a weird little setup I have going on. What are we at? How many viewers are we at? Sorry. Nasdaq is looking really good, though. After hours right now, looking very good. And Nasdaq will help. 100% will help everything do well. So, yeah, I will go over the chart and everything like that. I'm kind of letting the iPad charge up a little bit while I'm not using it. Any questions, anything like that, we'll go over it. I mean, there's not... In the videos today, I've covered pretty much everything I think that we could have covered. We're just kind of seeing that manifest in the after hours. Again, though, I want to highlight, though, that we see crazy stuff happen in the after hours all the time. That doesn't necessarily mean we're going there yet. YOLO, 220,000 on AMC today. Sweating. Namaste. I offer you some peace, buddy. What was your favorite episode of The Cosby Show? I don't think I ever watched The Cosby Show, to be honest. I think Rudy was funnier than... I have no idea what you're talking about, but much love. Sorry, I'm trying to go back through. I took a while to set everything out. Anyways, if I miss your questions, repost it. I'll get back to it. The one who said he was on the phone at the auction. What are you talking about? Oh, Cosby Show. Are we supposed to talk about the Cosby Show right now? You are insane. You know. Namaste. So yeah, going into tomorrow, I think pre-market's gonna be pretty big just to see how we're kind of running up to it. I wouldn't get too excited at 4 a.m. I know a lot of you guys wake up at 4 a.m. You know, you're spamming that button. You know, you're watching, refreshing, getting the updates. We've seen really strong pre-market opens, then we've seen dumps. So it's just gonna be, how do we open up tomorrow? A big thing to be watching for is gonna be the Nasdaq. I want to see that borrow rate stay at those levels. I don't know how long it can stay at the 70% range. It's going to get interesting. I definitely see BlackRock lending more shares out as we go. They're keeping it like at 15,000 at a time is what it seems like. That's worth noting. But as they're doing that, they're keeping the fee very high. There's a pretty decent bit of demand, but it seems like BlackRock is the only people kind of setting that price. My hair is a little crazy in a haircut, so that's worth noting. Tyler, I love how you always keep it 100. Of course. Tyler, buy the Doge dip? No way, Jose. I don't think the chance of rapper thing is that necessarily huge, but they were talking about on CNBC today. It was kind of funny. I probably was going to include it in the video, then I was like, it's not really worth it. But they were talking about how they might be paying some of these guys or compensating them in AMC stock. It's a possibility they're paying these people. That's really interesting as well. We might gap up, but still be slow pace in the opening bell. It's interesting. I don't know how we're going to move. I have no idea. So people are asking me how we're going to move. I was just pretty positive based on everything happening today that there was going to be a movement. It was like, if you're new to the channel, if you're familiar with the channel, when it comes to investing and stuff, I'm always like talking with my dad and stuff, but we're total opposites. He loves real estate. I like stocks and options, stuff like that, a little bit more risk oriented. So I was talking today, and
and he always like talks about like my YouTube and stuff when he's like seeing people at the gym and stuff. And so he's like, yeah, I was walking through the gym today, and this guy he talks to, my dad's in real estate if you don't know, and he was talking about one of the brokers there that he knows. He was like, yeah, AMC's about to squeeze. I was like, dude, I've been trying to tell you like for like the past week and a half. Once the bar rate started, taking off like it is, he was like, yeah, I don't know. It was pretty funny. So we're talking about that, but where we're sitting at now with this fee, it's just absurd. So let me pull out the old iPad real quick. Okay. It's gonna be hard to see some of the comments. I'm trying to look at them, but yeah, we'll go as we can. So as you can see, what I do want to point out, there's not too much we can do right now. And I know people are showing after-hour charts. I hate looking at after-hour charts, to be honest. I don't love it. We can take a look really quick at Yahoo Finance for the after-hours. What are we at right now? We've kind of been trending down a little bit. But like I said, not concerned at all. We'll go to full screen. 1 sec. Where's the after-hours settings? Extended hours. Yes. You get some really craziness when it comes to extended hours. That's the only thing that I don't necessarily love, but let's refresh. Come on, iPad, refresh. What are you doing? Doesn't want to show me. Okay, thanks for nothing. But I mean, it doesn't really matter how we're trending. You can just see where we're at. That's at 1025. What I do want to point out is the volume that we had on here. Going back to historical data, this is probably the most efficient way to check out volume when it comes to anything. Tyler's thoughts on $10 calls expiring June 25th. I don't know. I have no idea. I can't really tell you like how your options are looking. I don't like dated options. That's why I went short. People were like, they're risky. Worst case scenario, I would have exited tomorrow or just readjusted them tomorrow. I don't know, but I did put 2,000. I didn't get any more. What time do you go live in the morning? I only go live in the Discord now for the mornings. But if I'm doing it, there has to be movement in the morning. I'm not going to go live and just sit there in the morning because it's heavily into trading. So I'm only going to move there's action. I'm not going to sit there. I mean, I might answer questions in the Discord and stuff like that, but for the most part, that's it. What do you think the borrowed interest is currently at? Do you think it's 100% by now? Who knows? I can't tell you. You know what I mean? Who knows where we're at? Where is it at? We can look at that. I borrow rate. I think someone said we're at 73 point something %. So we'll see. But it looks like we're going to maintain these very low levels, 15, 20, 10,000 in that range fluctuating. And that wouldn't be the worst thing ever for AMC with what's going on. That would not be a bad thing if we fluctuate in there. Because as you're seeing that borrowing can keep increasing, the demand is there. And it seems like BlackRock might be the only institution that's lending these shares out. So that's a really key thing people need to be focused on. So going into tomorrow, I don't know how much higher this could this go higher? 100%. It could definitely run higher. I have people DMing me pictures of other stocks that are like 300%. They're like, well, why does AMC matter if it's that high? And I'm just like, I don't know how else to describe it. There's obviously, it's a lot different, right? Retail doesn't own, 80% of these other stocks. There's not as much eyes on these other stocks as well. They're not therapeutic as well. There's tons of other factors that go into it, so you need to know that. So it's hard to compare certain stocks when you're going into this short interest and stuff like that. So I recommend, taking that stuff with a grain of salt. Then it comes to utilization. There's a lot of factors that play in here. Like a great example, BCTX. It's heavily shorted. The whole market cap seems to be shorted if you look at that stock, but the utilization is different, right? It's not at 100%. It hasn't been sitting at 100% for this key levels. It hasn't been talked about, and it hasn't been, they haven't been creating laws and putting stuff into pass because of situations regarding straight into BCTX. However, with AMC and GameStop, they're literally adjusting laws and stuff with the SEC based on that alone. So take that into account as you will. But looking at what's going on, we're getting back to those local highs that we were at before when it comes to that bar rate fee. And we literally got there in the matter of like 6-7 hours. It didn't take a day. It didn't take a week. It took, 6 hours. So that's incredible to think about. We moved up from 26.5% to 73%. 7 hours. Things are getting crazy. It is what it is. I already know AMC wants to keep ownership. That's pretty clear. I appreciate it, Gemini. AMC moves up. Also, someone donated earlier. Forgot to give you a shout out. Today was crazy. Today was boring. Today was really boring looking at the stock. I was kind of just like dumbfounded looking at what was going on because the bar rate fee was increasing so fast. And when you're seeing it increase that fast, it doesn't. Being, I come from a financial background, at least like learning the financial background, right? So when numbers start to not line up, it just kind of frustrates you. And that's where I was. I was at this point of frustration because it wasn't lining up with what was happening. But now we're getting to that key level. And so I wouldn't be surprised as we start moving up if that borrow fee starts to decrease because I wouldn't be surprised if AMC starts to sell some positions. I really wouldn't. I do think as we move up, AMC is going to be interested in selling some positions. I was replying to someone. Sorry. But honestly, like AMC looks, I mean, you can't make this stuff up. It looks incredible. But we're gonna let me talk about some key. I need to get rid of all these dots. I'm really bad about cleaning my charts as I go, so let's do something really quick. I want to look at some key levels because I mean we're gonna keep coming to these key levels. It's worth mentioning as well. You know, we had that test at 10.2 today. And I had more questions about that too. Like, Tyler, how'd you know that was coming? This, that. And, you know, 10.2, 10.3 is going to be a really heavy resistance to get past. And that's going to be the area that we're going to want to get past, like right here to here, right? That's where we want to see a break above. And once we get above that, I believe it's going to be all uphill from there and just pushing back up. It does look extremely strong. And the most impressive thing that we're going to want to see is going to be the volume. And I believe the volume is going to be adjusted here pretty soon as well. So going back to, let's go back to Yahoo Finance really quick. I want to look at volume. This volume has not been adjusted yet. It's at 37 still. That's going to get bumped up over 40 for sure from the after hours. There's no way that it stays there. I want to see an increase tomorrow. I think we will see an increase based on how we moved on the last run from the increase on the borrow rate. But overall, we look. I mean, you're getting what you want. And if anyone has any questions, please comment. I would love to answer some questions. But as of right now, I just wanted to come out and just talk to some people and see if anyone had questions specific about what's going on. I know it's a little crazy. People in the Discord, they know I was getting a little bit crazy in there as well. So if you have questions, I would love to address them in any way possible. So let me just pull up the chat for a sec. So let's read some questions. Chances BCTX makes a run before next Monday's news catalyst. It'll probably run before the catalyst. There's a high percent chance. So news catalyst that's typically how therapeutics runs. Nice ads on Safari. Yeah. Volume def gonna go up. Yeah, everyone's talking about it. That's the thing. That's what I was mentioning like the last video is like everyone's talking about it again. And I'm getting notifications from Wall Street Bets and stuff like that. They're getting interested in the borrow fees going through the roof. Everyone's talking about it. It's higher than it was a Rocket Mortgage. That's worth mentioning as well. When we go into the mean, what do you think about halted during short? I don't think we'll get halt. We will get so circuit breakers will most likely halt. This happened with Lucid CCIV. It's not unpopular to happen. So if we start getting crazy movements, like just gapping up and up and up, then yeah, it will happen. So take that into account. Any chance firms are buying now to dump on open? I don't think so. I don't think that's how it's going to happen. You mentioned ZOM last week. You think it'll continue to run up since the Nasdaq is dropping. It's not about the Nasdaq dropping. It's about commodities being so hot. And then with stuff happening in the Middle East right now and tensions being so high, just basic fundamentals of financials on commodities, especially on oil, tell you that oil prices should keep increasing. That's the dangers with most people on YouTube is they don't really understand the fundamentals of financials or the kind of flow of money of how it works, right? So the demand's going to keep increasing. Production rates are actually going down, but the cost of these barrels are going through the roof. DXY is dropping as well, which in inadvertently increases the price of oil as well. So when the dollar price drops, oil prices go up because oil maintains that same price, but the dollar is worth less. The dollar price has to go up, if that makes sense, right? That's a little bit confusing to say, but it's how it works. Tyler Mar options. How do you feel? Call options? Like I would feel like poop. I think Mar is trash. I think if a big girl adds everywhere, baby. If you're looking at crypto plays, I've been saying it and it's happening now. I want to mention this. So it's happening now with crypto that you're seeing Coinbase take control. And this is how it should work theoretically. Like when Coinbase IPO'd, I was like, okay, it's Mara, Riot, they're done. If you're interested in trading a crypto stock based on Bitcoin moving or you're bullish on crypto, you're gonna trade Coinbase or maybe what's the other one called? There's a Voyager or something. I think it's Voyager. I don't know. Anyway, but I would trade Coinbase going forward. Once it kind of settles, it's settling there now. And so we're seeing after this weekend of, Dogecoin getting a pump, everyone talking about Ether and all this other stuff, we're seeing Coinbase rise up. It was like one of the only stocks today. It was up like 12%, including after hours. That's worth noting with the Nasdaq taking a beating. So that's showing that the demand is shifting to Coinbase, and Riot and Mar, in my opinion, are just like going to be obsolete. Now the companies, I'm not saying they're worthless or anything like that. I'm just saying if you're interested in trading a stock based on crypto, it's going to be Coinbase. I'm just waiting for it to become more established before I start trading options on that specifically. I like to trade things that I can just predict very easily and that I spend a lot of time on. So like today I tried to trade ConocoPhillips based on them coming down from the hack that they had. If you don't know anything about that, the pipeline hack, it was a bad play on my end. I got out of the rhythm, but I should have just traded and stuck with ZOM. I would have made money. But ZOM is dipping, so it's going to be a good buy in my opinion. Crypto dump, anything to do with AMC? No, it's just probably just retracing. Coinbase after hours are down 2%, and they must have dropped in the after hours. I mean, it is 7:30 right now, so it's been in the after hours for 4 hours and 30 minutes. I keep buying at 42 cents and selling at 47. No joke, made a killing on Doug. You can make a killing on it, and the fees really aren't that bad on like Webull and Robinhood compared to some of these crypto exchanges. But crypto exchanges, you can get around the fees if you do some of like the certain rules. But yeah. So Coinbase has been killing. I don't know if it's going to keep up though. Any question? I'm surprised there's no questions on AMC. I am like astonished that there's no questions on AMC. There's none. Wow. What is AMC on the after hours? Let's see. I use Yahoo Finance way too much. $10.25. It's not a bad place to close on the after hours, to be honest. Short fee AMC, 70. It's like 73% right now, I believe. You keep us pretty updated on AMC. I try. Today's the first day I've ever made 2 videos on AMC in a day, I think. What's your position on AMC and options? Let me give you the exact number. 1 sec. So I closed out the comments. Let me pull it up really quick. I didn't double down though. I'm pretty pissed off. So currently I have. So I have 2. I don't even remember the getting in the first one. It's like 80. It was like nothing though. So I have May 14 10.5 calls. I have 3 of those. I don't even remember buying those. Then I have May 14 $10 calls, and I have 50 of those. That's where the majority of the money went. So that's what I like. Those May 14th ones, those are the juicy ones. I like those a lot. I might buy more in the morning. It just depends how we move. I'm pretty skeptical about buying in the morning, though. I'm pretty safe with how I buy. Too late for options into the call you made on Friday. I was driving. I made a call this morning, Lori. I bought this morning. But yeah, I don't know. I don't like chasing. Thanks, all. I know you say you get heat, but we like the data-driven analysts. Yeah, so I'm not gonna just like cover Reddit and stuff. That's like stupid. And I bet like $1,000 Andrew Mo comes back to AMC with his fucking Reddit shit. I'm willing to bet money on it. So like I hate that stuff. Like I know I'm gonna get some heat. You're like, you're wearing a Jesus hat and you just cussed. I know, I'm crazy, but I'm just saying that like, it's like I hate that stuff. Like, total taking advantage. Total. People want to say it's not about the money. Totally about the money. Totally. That's what it is. So if I have to, I'll make another YouTube video on him, but I don't know. Thanks, Howard. Yeah. Is there any way that shorts can cover by buying on dark pools? I don't think so, no. Do you believe all the memes like BB, Sundial will squeeze with it? No. It's possible. It's possible. But I don't know. It's hard to say. I think Sundial's seen its major run. It already had that major short squeeze. It did have a short squeeze. If you look at what happened, that push to $4 was definitely a short squeeze. Swing trade Doge on Robinhood. You don't have to wait for cash to like Webull. You don't have to wait for cash to settle on Webull either for a Doge. That's false. Fake news. You can day trade it on there. Do you think cost and GME will follow AMC? It's hard to say. Cost maybe, GME probably not. How much are you up on options on the? I can't see on the after hours. Hey Tyler, take a peek at the micro float on ACY. ACY sounds so familiar. I think my friend bought some of that the other day. So the problem with other stocks, and like I mentioned this about Root, for instance. Root's like one of my favorite long-term plays. I love Root. I think they have a good business model. I think they have a product as well, which is what you need. You need a product, you need a business model. Their product is probably better than their business model, but yeah. Now Root's over 60% short with a short interest. The utilization is very high as well. It's set up everything you need to see. But the problem is Root can't get a catalyst, and it can't. Well, its earnings aren't that bad if you look at them, but it can't get that momentum it needs, right? And that's the problem. So when you look at ACY and all these other ones, it is what it is. And it's like, is Robinhood going to get on? I mean, Wall Street Bet's going to get on board with these? Is Reddit going to take off with these? It's kind of what it is. So I don't really know how to tell you or predict that. How does short borrow fee increase? That's hard to say. I couldn't answer that question because when I think it should increase, it typically decreases. So I have no idea. Now it makes sense it's going up right now because there's very few available shares to short. So that makes sense. But why it's going up so rapidly right now, that's a very good question. My thesis is that they keep getting completely loaned out, and then BlackRock is slowly leaking more out available to loan out. That's what I believe BlackRock is doing, and it makes sense for BlackRock to do that because it's hedging their position. I mean, and look at what they're. I mean, it's beautiful what they're doing. We were a team. Point that out. So I'm trying to tell y'all, no one cares about your money. Like I'm just telling you. I know I'm the only guy that says it, but no one on YouTube cares about your money. They'll tell you to buy. They'll tell you to hold. They'll tell you to hodl. They'll tell you to hold till 1,000. Give you unrealistic goals and just tell you this crazy crap. And then they don't care. Like I'm sorry, but it is what it is. No one cares about your money. End of the day. And if you think they do, then I'm sorry, but no one cares. Yeah. At least people in the Discord. I mean, that's one thing I can say. I mean, I can say that I care. You know what I mean? But like, it's like how do I show it? So at least in the Discord, you know, like exactly what I'm getting into. So if I lose money, it's like, if you lose money, I'm losing money. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. I mean, people are seeing the crazy calls I'm getting into. What is your exit strategy on your option plays when I make enough money that I like? They're for Friday, so I'm not gonna be greedy. Yeah, they're making bank. Yeah, I mean, they're making a killing. It makes logical sense for them to do what they're doing. It makes 100% logical sense. Short bar fee rate no longer showing in Fintel. It's because it's after the after hours. It's over. How does I already answer that one? Have a root long call thanks to you. On the earnings, I would have taken profits after those earnings and it bumped up like 12%. I was talking in the Discord about it. I didn't push in. I've been like just waiting and looking around to see how we're gonna move. Under $10, I'll probably start loading up on stock. But I wouldn't trade Root as a option play personally. It could just take too long. Drew, thank you, bro. I appreciate all the love, guys. Do you think multiple AMC option calls at different prices points is a good idea or more contracts? I think going in different positions is smart just so you're not overloaded. Okay, great example. Okay, so about a week ago, I had Nokia puts, right? And if you're in the Discord, you know Tyler had a lot of Nokia puts. So I had about, I think it was 400. $4.50 puts, right? So I did them twice. So I did it once and I didn't learn my lesson, but I made my money, right? One, the fees on those were brutal, but I made a good amount on the first dip. And then we bumped back up to like 490, 480. I got back in, right? And then we started going up. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to cut my position on these Nokia puts. But when you have so many, I don't know how much money you guys are working with either. So it's hard to like, it's hard to kind of get point across if I don't know really what you're working with. But if you have 400 of one option, it's going to be hard to get that out. So it just depends how much open interest is at that level and how much people are trying to buy. Now with AMC, this is going to be different because AMC, there's going to be a lot of open interest if we start pumping, right? So like, especially if we get close to like my $10 calls, those are going to be in the money tomorrow. So they're going to be, if I wanted to exit tomorrow and I had 300 of it, I could exit instantly. I could probably market out of them. But that's when you're out of the money, you probably should stagger those. But not financial, but do your own research. Tell me more about your conviction and your AMC options. I don't know. I made 2 videos today. I feel like I wasn't joking that much either in them, so like to kind of like show my seriousness. But I like them a lot. Like I feel really good about AMC right now. Tomorrow morning will be pretty big. The open will be big. I like how we closed today. I actually like that we came down a little bit to 1025. I didn't want to see a major gap up on the open. I like seeing movement with AMC opening. I like seeing. I don't love seeing gaps because when we get those volatile movements, we always have those retraces. However, once we start getting that squeeze, if we get this squeeze actually, not just these movements up and then retracing, if we actually get a straight up squeeze, it's going to get crazy. And when that happens, it's just going to be a volatile straight move up. That's what's going to happen. So if that starts happening, then that's when we start having to. And I'm really curious what these people say with the holders, the people that are saying hodl, 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 because. It's easy to say hold, but once you once you're in the fire, it's gonna be hard to say stuff. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Do you think AMC squeeze can cause a domino effect with hedges much bigger than RKOs causes financial crisis? I don't think that. This is a good question. So people are always asking about like the RKO. One second, plug my iPad up. So people are always asking about this, right? Like with Discovery and Viacom, AMC must be bigger. Now, AMC's short positions, there probably is a lot on them. I would agree. But I would have to say, I personally think that there's bigger leverage positions out there than AMC and GameStop. I think GameStop and AMC were the tip of the iceberg. And then when you roll over and see like what happened with Viacom and Discovery, it's like, man, this is happening with a lot, because no one was talking about Viacom and Discovery. Like, granted, they were just running up, but like, go look at the market. Look at all these other stocks that are just running straight up. You know what I mean? Like we have crazy stock movement just going straight up for the past like 7 months. So just think about what's happening in the market right now. That's pretty wild. Oh, Michael, you're good. I don't ever mean to sound rude either. I'm just like trying to answer. But yeah. But can it cause? It's possible it causes a domino effect. We'll just have to see. Apes buy and hold, may squeeze, may not. Hedges cover, BlackRock gets paid. Content creators get paid, more money. Yeah, the mob plays options. Yeah, I mean, y'all see the freaking options. It's been a dirty game some days, so. But yeah, so I mean, I'm trying to think like what I mean. I try to find reasons to not be bullish. Whenever if I'm looking at an option, if I'm looking at a stock I want to get into, I'm always looking at the opposite side of it. It's more of looking at why I don't want to get into it compared to why I want to get into it, if that makes sense. So like for instance, with oil is a great example because I've been just trading the crap out of it and it's still bullish, right? And so today I was trying to find a reason to enter a pretty thick amount of money into the play. I just couldn't find a reason to say that we have to go up, right? And I had a reason for us to have more of a retracement, which is commodities to pull back a little bit more. On the after hours, how's the Nasdaq looking? Nasdaq's coming down a little bit. But I just had conviction, like, you know what I mean? Like, if there's just some doubt, you know what I mean? And like, I understand people are like, well, Tyler, you got to risk money to make money. Like, and I totally agree. But just what's worked for me is, try to create as little risk as possible. And now when it comes to AMC, I know people are saying those options are risky. They're risky, yada, yada, yada. It's like, it's at the point now where I don't even feel the risk at the moment. I don't feel it. That's not saying there's no risk. It's just for me personally, I'm like, I don't know what else I could ask for. You know what I mean? I don't know what else can I say? What do I want for AMC to happen for me to feel more bullish to enter in options? And if you could say something else, I would love to say, like, I don't know what else, like the share count maybe, but like, I think we have so much momentum going into the share count. AMC is a movement at this point. I think we should move. Any other good options to focus on in the market right now? If you're looking at options, I think commodities are the way to go. As far as copper, steel, lumber, and oil, tech is getting crushed. And you don't want to try to knife grab with this market right now. People keep saying buy the dip, and it's just like at some point there's going to be a dip that's not going to just bounce immediately. So be careful with that. But yeah, right now I think commodities are the safest thing to be looking at, and even you can make a killing on them. I mean, ask people in the Discord, like, just because it's a commodity doesn't mean you can't make money on it, especially on the options end. So that's what I like personally. You think the short squeeze can cause a gamma squeeze? I think the gamma squeeze can cause a short squeeze, but yeah. Reword that. But yeah. I'm wondering how long this is going to go on. I think it'll probably get started this week, but I think we might not see the full effect until next. I don't know. I really don't know. But like, let's say like we end at, let's say we end the week at $15. So we end the week at $15. Chances are we see some massive movement going into next week, going into next Monday, as far as gamma. Let me tell you something. I don't make that much off of YouTube, buddy. I don't think you're calling me out, but I show how much I make. It's not that much. What are thoughts on ET and Rio options? I don't know anything about those, Lori, to be honest. I'll have to look. What's the short volume ratio? I have to look on here. Let me go to Fintel really quick. Usually shows the ratio right there. That is annoying. Oh wow, looky. Oh boy. I didn't see that yet. So short shares availability. Wow. Get that chicken sandwich. I always get the number 2. Is number 2 the spicy chicken sandwich? No pickles though. I'm not a monster. No pickles. Add pepper jack, and then fill the bag full of Chick-fil-A sauce. But yeah, so I actually didn't see that. That's insane. Well, 14.5 was a brick house. Yeah. But yeah. Yeah, and I don't believe FOMO kicked in ever. That's a really important factor we need to talk about. There was no FOMO last time. There's people playing it, but I don't think AMC was taking over Reddit, right? And I think Reddit. I think AMC is going to need that. AMC is going to need a lot of FOMO, and people are texting me right now about it. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, I've become the stock guy or whatever it may, crypto, whatever it may be. Someone wants to know about investing. Friends, family, anyone, they just text them, send them my number, and I hate it. I do not give any financial advice to anyone. It's so uncomfortable. I probably talk to as far as talking about financials, I'd rather talk about on YouTube than directly talk to someone. It's so uncomfortable. No, you're good. You're not talking about you. I've seen the games. Oh, no, I was just saying that, like, I think you're right, too, Bosco Roscoe. That's a great name, by the way. Yeah, like, I mean, I understand. Like, if I was, putting myself in someone else's shoes, if I was making $20,000 a month off of YouTube, dude, I don't know. I mean, I would probably, I don't know what I would do. I mean, I don't know probably make some crazy content. I mean, I've kind of gotten away from making some of the options content. I mean, to be honest, as far as daily, it's just like, I'm not going to sit and make an hour-long video. It's just going to take me an hour to make and not get any views. It's just a waste of my time. I'd rather just devote that time to the people in the Discord and then just make what YouTube wants, what YouTube gets me views on. You know what I mean? Whether it be crypto, AMC, whatever it may be. You know what I mean? Hey, Tyler, what's your thoughts on Gush? Gush is pretty solid. Pretty solid, probably. Is it down right now? Gush. I primarily watch XLE, which is an energy ETF as well, mainly like Zom, ConocoPhillips, and Shell. I think, but Gush is nice as well. That Monday we went up to 1220, and the following day the shorts were available. Yeah, but with that Monday, that's when they had the stress test on the DTCC rule thing or whatever it was. But who knows? The only financial advice you ever give is tell me not to buy Tesla. That is true. I do tell you not to buy Tesla. Dre Diamond, if I transfer money from Robinhood today, I don't know if you miss it. I mean, you could still sell when you got it. I don't know. How are you feeling about oil? I love the dip. I'm waiting for a little bit more of a dip. It did fill the gap. I will say that. Oil did fill the gap, which is kind of crazy. So we'll see. I'm happy that I got out my positions today.
Where's the NA at? What are you talking about? It's right there. Look, what are you talking about? Short shares available. It says 0.
Are Zom and Fang your favorite oil plays? Fang for West Texas, but Zom in general, my favorite oil play. It definitely is my favorite one. But I think ConocoPhillips COP is going to be a sleeper that no one's really... it's just down compared to the other ones. Short borrow fee rate percent is in a... Oh, where's it at?
Where does it say the short borrow fee? Oh, right here?
Yeah, they did that. They did it last time when it was at 0. Yes, they did the same thing. It's totally annoying. Totally annoying. Discord gang rise up. Yeah, great to have all you Discord members. Oh, I think we're like 156 members now. Like, honestly, it's insane. Like, appreciate all the people in the Discord. Appreciate all of it. I'm debating too because I'm gonna start like making some stuff. Like I said, any of the money that I make from any type of merch or anything like that, I'm gonna give it away. As far as some type of like, I don't want to say charity. I don't know. I want to give it away in a way that we like that the Discord votes on giving away, whether it be homeless people, single moms, paying someone's tuition. I don't know. That's what I want to do. I think it'd be really cool, especially since like I want to do it with the Discord, but we'll see. But that's what we're gonna do. But I'm debating only selling it to Discord members. I don't know yet, because I'm gonna do drops though. I don't know. I might give Discord members like early access, and then everyone else like whatever. Over under AMC to 25 by Labor Day. Over under. That's actually kind of funny. I wish you could bet on that.
I did not see that on there. I'm wondering if tomorrow morning there'll be some available. I think there might be some available tomorrow morning. But I think this is what's happening is that they keep getting back to 0. So they go to 0, then they lend out another 10,000, go to 0, 10,000, 0. It's like just a game that they're playing right now. How much is the Discord broski? Links on below. I think it's like 15 a month right now. Sometimes people hop out. You might be able to get the $9 one, but for the most part, it's typically going to be 15 a month. Yeah, short borrow fees. One sec. So we'll see. I'm interested tomorrow morning if that's going to show up or not.
Very interested. Been flipping in the money options. I mean, you can buy like, I mean, people, I'm not like against buying shares. I don't like profitability rate. I don't see it. So like, let's say like, I mean, like in theory, let's say this week we go to $20, right? And your average entry to AMC is $9.50. Like if AMC, like if you have $10,000 in AMC, right? And it goes to $20, like, right? I mean, it goes to $20. You probably double, like a little over double your money, like 21 grand. And like, if I have my $2,000, like I should have more. I'm so frustrated. If it goes up to $20 and I hold until Thursday, right? Like it's Thursday, whatever. I mean, chances are I can sell my position for like you know, they'll probably, I would be willing to say that those would be worth $9-10 a pop. I would make an insane amount. Like, I guess that's just insane to think about. So, I'd probably make more than your money that you have on shares. And that's not to discourage shares. And I understand options are risky. Like, that's the thing that comes with it too. Like, it's just like knowledge in the game and stuff like that. So I understand completely. But like, to me, I don't know. Shares for me just don't, they're not the play for me. I don't know if Las Vegas is best for AMC. That's funny though. Does the fee go to zero when there are no shares available? No, that's not what happens. No. It just goes NA. They won't post it anymore. Hypothetical question: could we be in the very beginning of the squeeze? 100% possible. But when it's worth noting, when GameStop squeezed, it made that push from like 15 to 30 something in a week, trended sideways for like 3-4 days, and then made the push from like 40 to like 500 in a matter of like 3 days, right? So that's worth mentioning. And so like it'll probably take some time. That's what I'm saying. It'll probably roll over to next week. If this is the squeeze, it'll roll over into next week, 100%. I think we see a movement, and I think it starts moving just directly right over into the next week. IBAR rate skip 945. That's probably because they ran out of shorts. 945. God, I hate ads. Yeah, right there. You see right there? Good observation. I'm telling you, I think what they're doing is, what's happening is, I think that they're literally running out every single 15 on these 15 minutes. I think that BlackRock just loaning more and more out. If I was betting, I mean, that's what I would have to assume that they're doing. Expecting the crazy run in after hours. Let's see. You'll have to see. I have no idea. Let's see Reddit. I want to see like if Reddit's talking about it or not, because that's gonna be a good. I mean, like, I don't use Reddit for TA or anything like that, but like, you want Reddit to be talking about it. You know what I mean? You want everyone to be discussing it. Now that it's going, now that it's moving, you want everything discussing it. So let's look at new. Let's go to new. I don't see anything talking about it. Palantir has earnings tomorrow. Why is everyone talking about, what the hell? Do they not talk about AMC on Reddit anymore? What is going on? This is crazy. Wow. I guess Wall Street Bets is not a fan of AMC. There's no way. Wow, there's not. I don't see any on Wall Street Bets. It's crazy. I know some other YouTubes have mods in the live chat. What's that about? Compared to your chat? Mods can be annoying at times. I'm lazy. I don't spend that much time on YouTube Live right now, so. But like, I've been in college and stuff, so it's just like, it hasn't been a priority to me at all. But now I'm like done pretty much. Reddit is the definition of FOMO. Well, we need the FOMO. Wonder if AMC management sold more shares. They should have waited. I don't think they might have sold. Maybe, possible. Link to Discord. The Patreon link is down below. Reddit again. I'm on my phone right now, so I can't post it right now. I understand Wall Street Bets banning people for talking about. Are they really? I have no idea. Is GME Land Reddit gonna hop on the bandwagon soon? Most Wall Street Bet users see AMC as an enemy. AMC's down. I wonder why. That's weird. I wonder why they ban AMC. Interesting. That's why. That doesn't make sense. I saw Adam Aaron liking tweets and stuff too. Let me see. You can follow me on Twitter too if you guys want. It's just, what's my name on Twitter? Tyler Wilson or Option Drops. Let me look at. I'm surprised that I mean, I had a few people text me, but I'm surprised there's not more. They're flying AMC in Hollywood right now. That's funny. All right, let me get more chats. Was compromised a few weeks ago. Everybody moved over to super stock. AMC Wall Street Bets did they banned? Well, I think they inferior. DFV is pretty cool. I enjoy smart people, like smart, educated people. I love them. What other YouTubers do you think are producing solid, truthful, straightforward? Okay, so I don't watch too many other YouTubers. I've even let some YouTubers on the channel that I don't kind of regret doing. You know what I mean? I try to be nice, but then I'm like I recite like what would happen and like what we talked about. I'm like, ugh. It's like just like like what was said was just it was just like uneducated. Some of the stuff that was, I'm like, why did I like not rip into that? You know what I mean? So that's a hard part. Cause I think like now like everyone expects me to as well. Like if I disagree with someone, like y'all want me to rip into them like a complete savage. But man, who do I like? Talking about AMC, I don't know who. I'm trying to think who I really like. But I will say I think Dead Inside is one of the best YouTubers as far as stocks go. He finds really great plays. It's just right now is a really bad time to be finding value bets just because the market's doing so bad. He's not really a commodity trader or a day trader, so that's important to know. But I'm trying to think who I like. I think Trey's good. I think I did not like Matt Kors for a while. I did not. But as I've seen some of his clips and stuff, I'm like, he says the most negative besides me. But he says it in like a good way. He says it like in a less mean way than I do. So like kudos to him. So like he does say the truth. So I do like that. So, but like no one else is really talking about other stocks. And I mean, I'm not talking about other stocks right now. It's just like, you know what I mean? Like if I'm not gonna get views, like what's the point? You know what I mean? Like especially if I have a Discord that I have to be a part of the whole time. Wrench Capital. Okay, so man, I did not want y'all to say. I knew y'all were gonna say his name. I knew it. Dang it. Wrench Capital. I can tell when people watch my videos. Because then they'll kind of change their content sometimes. I'm not going to really talk about anyone saying anything or saying that I invented words or anything like that, so I don't want to really say that. But I will say as far as AMC goes, I didn't hear anyone talking about price action in the whole month of February or a month before that. I don't really think anyone really knows what price action is. They think that's just moving on the chart. But that's not really what price action is if you consider it. Price action is the levels that there's buyers and sellers on a chart, and that's where you're getting the price action, right? It's not those levels that it's moving in. It's a price action based where the action of price is being influenced. That's what it is. Anyways, but I'm not a fan of Wrench. You guys might get mad. I don't care. You asked my opinion. I would say that fake it till you make it is the great word to say it. And Belmont pointed out pretty perfectly. Like he copied a lot of Belmont stuff, and I haven't talked to Belmont in like a month, so it's not that I like Belmont that much. But yeah, and then I think one time like he said like fib levels don't matter, and he's like those are BS and something. And I'm like, what are you talking about? You have MACD, 15 EMAs, RSI. I mean, what are we talking about? Like, I mean, if you really look at like a chart on the RSI, why I don't use it, and which is really important to know. So when you get into the overbought range, is typically when you get some of the most movement. Like when you get to the very top, like there's like a bulk, and then there's like the outer level and the under level, right? And so the RSI can be deceiving because you'll get into the overbought range. You might think, okay, it's time to get out, right? When you get into the overbought range, that's typically when you might go parabolic. Now, it's kind of rare when you see that movement, but when it happens, you'll miss out. So I think less is better when it comes to indicators. So I think it's really crappy to even under your breath. Maybe he didn't do it on purpose, but to talk shit about other forms of how someone does work if you're not educated on those factors. Because realistically, if we look at fib levels compared to RSI and MACD, I'm willing to put money on it that the 0.618 fib level and the 782 fib level work majority of the time heavily over using the MACD and the RSI. Just saying. But it is what it is. So people might get mad. Tyler likes Uncle Bruce, big fan, bagels for life. Does he still make, I don't know if he makes videos. Javier Fernandez. Your YouTube videos are honest opinion. That's why I was respecting in Moscow. Buy one call. I'm not telling people to buy. If you don't understand options, don't buy them. Like you'll lose money probably. So yeah. People are gonna end up getting liquidated and crap. Getting mad at me. You sold shares at 10.85. Wow. Bold move, Cotton. I don't know if I would have done that. All right, guys, I might wrap it up. It's getting a little stale. Kind of dead. I expected more people. If you guys have anything you want to ask me, please ask before it's too late. Just got on. I mean, I was kind of just updating people on everything going on with AMC. I didn't know if people had questions, stuff like that, so I just kind of wanted to hop on for a few minutes. Am I trying to load up on more calls? Depends how we move tomorrow. Yes. I'd really like to. Leg up in the AM, I see isn't moving strong in the morning. It just depends. I mean, yeah, it totally depends. Yes, I think we have momentum. Do other YouTubers like me? No. Most of them don't like me. Or they're scared to talk with me because I get such a bad rap. I understand that, like I said, if you're making like thousands of dollars on YouTube, I wouldn't want to talk to someone that could potentially like create a negative like vibe on the channel, like based on my subscribers. You know what I mean? People that pay me. You know? But yeah. How long is the share count? I'll probably be done on that day it's supposed to be done on. I think it's the 2nd of June. Yeah. Thoughts on NVIS? Yeah, so someone commented on this the other day too. They said like, Tyler, you were wrong in NVIS. And if you watch the video, I didn't say NVIS I was gonna short it or have puts. I said, and I never even got puts. You asked people in the Discord, but I said that it was a risky position, and I do believe a lot of people got stuck in their positions. You moved up to like $26, and you dropped down to like $19, $20 in a day, which is, I mean, if you want to say that's not a risky position or not a pump and dump or not a Wall Street bet pump, then I don't know what you mean. Like that's the definition of a Wall Street bet pump, you know? So I don't like MVS, but it's going to keep having its moments like this most likely, and it's going to keep going. I think Kramer even said that too, so. It's what's happening, and that's the scale of kind of what's happening with the market. It's pretty crazy stuff. You can make a lot of money though. Bust out the boots and the hat. I do not have boots, and I do not have a hat. 70% fee, yes sir, yes sir, yes sir, yes sir. Yes. Thoughts of Pellier, is there a reason to be concerned if you're long? I mean, if you have stock, you're fine. If you have options, I don't know why that's scary. Do you believe Adam Aaron baited Hedges to double down with 500 mil? What do you mean? What do you mean? Non-financial advice opinion. I have $10 calls expiring next week. Sell so we can profit or let them ride. Totally up to you. I have $10 calls expiring this Friday. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them. I'll probably end up selling soon. I don't know. And just kind of play out longer. What do you think about $10 strike next week? But yeah, totally up to you. It's hard to say. What's a borrow fee mean for a potential squeeze? It means that, okay, so let's say, I let's use a house for example. Let's say I go to a private lender, because if I'm trying to buy real estate, typically I'm going to use a private lender if I'm doing any type of investing. You don't want to go with banks because the fees are just going to be bad, and it's not how you want to set it up. And you're not going to get that money up front that you need. So if I go to a private lender, we'll get it comped out, who give me X amount of money to start doing the remodel, yada, 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 right? And so looking at the job, so let's say it's $100,000 is what he gives me, right? This is just a made up number. Gives me $100,000 to do this job in this house, and that's how much it is, right? But there's an 8% fee, 8 points fee that I have to pay, okay? I might pay 4 up front and 4 at the end when I sell it, okay? So it's 8% fee. Now this is just the total fee of how much it's going to cost for that position on the house. Now let's say I get the house. Okay, and there's a risk. Now let's say I go over budget and I'm down 20 grand on the house, right? So I'm going to lose 20 grand, right? That's my negative. I sell the house, I lose 20 grand, but then at the end I still have to pay that 4 points, or let's say I waited till the end to pay all the points, 8 points or 8% fee on top of that. So I have to pay 8% on that $100,000, which is $8,000, and then I lose 20 grand as well. Okay, does that make sense? So with the stock, so let's say they short AMC stock at $10, right? And right now it's 70% fee annually on that position. So they have to pay a 70% fee on whatever they borrow. Let that sink into your head right now. For any positions, that's like one of the worst odds in the world. Like that's like the odds of most of my option positions, which is worth getting a good laugh at. So I hope that makes sense. So it's very improbable that these are going to turn out in profit right now, as far as looking. And what really helped out is, honestly, as much as I hate to say it, because I didn't like the earnings call at all, what really helped AMC out and what's helping them squeeze out and shooting these fees up is because the longevity of the company is looking really good. Now the IV is spiking somewhat as well after earnings as well, but what you're seeing is from that strong outlook is that bankruptcy is off the table, high percent chance it stays above $8 minimum, and it's just like, the short fees gonna increase. So like the possibility of it's going up is pretty likely right now. So I hope that makes sense. So actually the earnings call, all things considered, I mean, the outlook was extremely strong. I mean, it couldn't have been better. Like Adam Aaron, kudos. What was GME's borrow fee when it hit? Great question. I've answered this a little bit earlier. It was at 60%. It went from 60 to 81. It fluctuated in there. OMG, I'm so excited. Yeah, my D's excited too. Yo, that jungle hair, bro. Yeah, I know. You're telling me. I had a hat on. Oh, I probably should put the hat back on. I know. I took my hood off. It's just so hot. I need to get a haircut tomorrow. Already bought them. What do you think about the up and after hours? So I can't really talk about people's positions. I really I'm very careful about financial advice and stuff on the channel. I have positions on $10 strikes and $10.5 strikes for this Friday. They're probably up. If they open up at 10.50, I would say they're doubled in value easily. What options did you get today for Friday's expiration? $10 strikes. You might have answered this question, but does the borrow fee increase for everyone holding shorts, or is that fee just for people opening for new positions? Yeah, it's for new positions. Finals over. I actually have one on Wednesday, I think. I haven't studied at all, but I'll just wing it. But yeah, it's pretty easy. That class is really easy. Most hypothetical, when you get to your in college stuff, most of it's especially in the finance end of it, it's a lot of it's scenario analysis. So I would say all my finance electives have all been just scenario analysis. So there's not, I mean, you can do reading if you need to understand stuff, but it's it gives you a scenario of a company, their risk that's surrounding them, and then you create a model around them to mitigate that risk and stuff like that. It's pretty much what it is. So it's either you're either good at it or you suck at it. So it's whatever, right? So that's been my finals. And then I had some finance, then I had my major capstones corporate finance and something else. Those were heavy. They're basically, imagine calculus combined with an earnings call. That's the best way to describe those. That was the worst class ever. Could you reveal the outstanding shares for AMC? Crap. Yeah, in a sec. I'll do it in a sec. I'm trying to read comments because if I put my phone down, I'm going to miss all the comments. I'm trying not to make people pay for me to see your comments. Nice. I grabbed 9.5 $13 calls. The money ones are nice. Got to go holler at you during the squeeze. Namaste. What options? Answered that one already. AMC jumped to 10.5 after hours. Jumped to like 10.8 after hours. But yeah. If you have options during the squeeze, how long do I plan to hold? I mentioned this already. So with everything going on right now, I anticipate this is going to, if this is the squeeze, right? Let's say this is the squeeze, right? We're getting a crazy push to the moon, right? High possibility we start moving this week. We probably stagnate a little bit, and then we start moving again next week. GME did the same thing. We moved up from like 15 to like 30, $40, stagnated. And then the next week we hit like, that's when we started that crazy run, like 100, and then it was like $400 overnight. So that's how I would see us moving on this place specifically. I wouldn't think it just happens all at once, but it could happen. How many shares? No, I have like 40 shares on Webull, but I don't mess with shares. I have options. Yeah. We should have a massive AMC party after this thing blows out. AMC millionaires. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little scared of meeting some of you. Everyone's like, yeah, you're in Houston. I'm in Houston. I'm like, oh man, cool. You know what I mean? What's your price target? Okay, here we go. This is the $1 million question everyone keeps asking me. Tyler, how high do you think we can go? What's your price range? And so what someone did, they gave me a really good scale. They said, pick out of one of the four. Do you think we go 1 to 25? That's scale number 1. 25 to 50. No, it was 1 to 50. 50 to 100, 100 to 500, 500 to 1,000. And I said it's between 2, in my opinion. It's either we move to about 50 to 100, and if we get above 100, then I think we move to like it would be fluctuating that massive range of 100 to 500. Now, I'm not saying we go to 500. I'm not saying that whatsoever. But I'm saying if we move up and break above like 100, I think it's a huge mental barrier. If you move above that level, then yeah, we could keep running. But gut tells me it's going to fluctuate around that. I don't even know. It's hard to say. If you get above $35, you're going to push above 50. You know what I mean? Because 35 is at the all-time high on AMC. So if you get above the all-time high, you'll push up to 50, maybe $60 almost instantaneously, in my opinion. And then after that, it'll be that mental level of 100. And if you break above 100, then who knows what happens from there. That's just like everything's up in the air at that point. So it's an interesting way that it could happen. I don't know if that made sense or not. 173 you watching, y'all come on to us for knowledge. You like the stream. It's all good. How many shares? Already answered that one. What's your price? Answered that one. Do you think squeeze is actually near? I think things are playing out great. Back in March when I discussed, moving sideways for a month and then the borrow fee shooting up, I did not expect us to hit 70% borrow fee. That was never on the cards for me. I did not think it would get this high. And the fact that we moved from 26% to 70% in a day, that should be eye-opening for some people. Y'all selling yourself short. Whatever. I'm thinking 500. That's a lot. It's a big number. Yeah, it depends on how many synthetic. It totally depends. If we start squeezing before share count, I think by share count it ends. If that makes sense, it wouldn't. I don't see. I don't see it squeezing crazy. What is it like? Today's the 10th. Yeah, today's the 10th. So I don't see it squeezing like crazy from the 10th till, the 20th. Let's say hypothetically we go to $300, right? Hedge funds are underneath the water. They're getting murdered. They're getting killed. I think, we start seeing the results of what happens before that share count on June 2nd. You know what I mean? So just my opinion. But then again, we could start just moving sideways, slower gradual movement, and then June 2nd hits and it can erupt then. That's also a possibility. Just with this borrow fee this high, this is incredible. It's like, how could you expect? What do you think it'll be by Friday? It's too hard. I can't give you that answer. I think we move like crazy. Yeah, BlackRock is doing some crazy stuff. The ape trap theory and brought up the 500 mil to give Hedges. Hopes they triple down. I think Adam Aaron still wants to do another share dilution, but I think it'll probably take time. He'll probably wait for people to sell the stock. Similar to like what GME is doing now. Adam Aaron has another play up his sleeve. All he sees is announce he's selling the the selling is complete. Yeah, if he announces the selling is completed, the 43 million, it'll probably go crazy. Apaja, I think I don't know what I don't know what your name is, but I appreciate the donation. More profit selling premium or exercising during squeeze. I would definitely. I do not hold options till exercise. No way. No, I've never done that. I've done it like I've came close once, and I was just like I had to punch myself in the face and say, "What are you thinking, Tyler? How old am I? 23. Hey bro, do you know when to sell? Not to sell earlier? I mean, dude, totally up to you. It's totally up to you. I'm not gonna tell anyone to hold their position till the end though. That's stupid. That's bad. Can you sell after hours on Webull because it peaks? Yes, you can, but there's just certain times you can sell. You the real MVP? No, you the real MVP, baby. Are we assuming this is a squeeze? No, this is not the squeeze. Potentially the start. The 70 that borrow fee though. Oh my god, like that borrow fee has me excited, like extremely excited. Extremely. That borrow fee is what really is killing me. It's getting me excited. AMC to 0. Kenneth Griffin. Look at that face. It's a cute pic. It's a cute pic, man. I'm finally up and made $30. I'm ready to sell. Are we assuming this is a squeeze? Answered that one already. Will this cause ripples so that the market's potentially causing them to crash? No, AMC's not going to cause the markets to crash. The market's going to crash because inflation's going to start to incur and our market is doomed. We're in a giant bubble right now. That's the reason our market's going to crash. And I think you really want to start to see you want to see AMC do its thing before the market crashes, my opinion personally. Best strategy is to set price targets and decide how much you want to risk. I will want to double my initial investment out. Then thoughts on PaySafe before earnings? They probably beat, but tech is beat down. You know what I mean? Like it's like people are messaging me on Discord right now. They're like, Tyler, tech. If in trading in general, when it comes to options, what day trading, whatever you're doing, why bet against what's going on? Why bet against the trend? You know what I mean? Like, yes, you could maybe knife grab and make one great trade, but 9 times out of 10, you're going to miss the knife. You're going to keep going down. You're just going to do bad, right? So it's like, why bet against the trend? And so I'm not like running anyone down. So like, I think you're in the Discord too, Eric. I'm pretty sure you're in the Discord. So I'm not running it down at all. I'm just like educational time. So when looking at tech and stuff, like people are like, everyone's asking about tech. Like tech's already had a massive move up. It's just retracing. And now theories are coming out that tech's just overpriced and it's going to be value, playtime, and commodity. Commodities are killing it. Commodities is where people should be focusing if you're trying to day trade. That's where the focus should be. But with tech, it's just like, if everything's dumping, why? Like just wait for confirmation, wait for a bottom. Like, you know what I mean? Wait for the Nasdaq to start trending back up. Like, just if you try to catch the bottom, you're gonna lose 9 times out of 10. What oil plays do you like? XOM has been the best one. XOM has been the best, my favorite one. ConocoPhillips is nice too. And then West Texas Fang Oil is the best, in my opinion. Those are my favorites. The borrow fee caught everyone off guard, up rocketed almost 300%. What are you talking about? I don't know what borrow fee you're looking at. 13 options at $90 strike for 21st, considering doubling down. What do you think? I'll be considering doubling down in the morning. I need to see how we open up. Wouldn't that be depressing if we start dropping in the morning? You know, fingers crossed. What is a good exit strategy? Guys, I can't answer that question. Like I always say, like whenever you make enough money, if you look at your account. Great example. Let's talk. Actually, I want to go to the gym right now just so I can see if there's girls there. So my ex's like best friend. I was at the gym on Saturday night, right before SNL. And she came up to me and it was like really awkward. I was like, why are you coming up to me? So she came up to me, or I was like, hey, about time. You know what I mean? So she comes up and I was like, finally, she realized Lauren isn't your friend. Tyler could be your friend. But no, that wasn't it. So she's like, Tyler, look at this. Look at my account on Robinhood. I was like, oh my God, you have a Robinhood account? What a bum. And so she shows me, and she has Dogecoin. And she bought Dogecoin at 6 cents in, I believe it was like February or January. She put $3,000 into it, and she had $42,000 in her account. And of course, my reaction was, what is wrong with you? That was my exact reaction. She was like, what do you mean? And I was just like, why aren't you selling your position? And she was just like, oh, well, it's going to go to $1. And so this is the mentality that I'm so concerned about when it comes to everyone on YouTube and stuff like that. And I think I burn it in people's heads on the Discord because people always say, Tyler, you take profits early, yada, yada, yada. I'm like, yeah, but look at my winnings compared to X's winnings. They're like, touche. So, now Doge is down at 43 cents. At the time, Doge was sitting at like 65 cents whenever I had that conversation with her. So her accounts, who knows if she's holding still. So, maybe it goes up to, maybe Doge went up to $1 and she could have made, 60 grand, right? Another 18 grand or whatever she had. Or maybe it drops and she loses 20 grand. So where is that line for you? And I know $42,000 was a lot for her. I know that would have been, a great investment. Like, $42,000 is that's a great amount to start really investing. And I understand we're coming to a place where like the market's going to start crashing soon. So that is going to happen. But like here, like in the next few months, like everyone knows on the channel, like my plan as well. Like I didn't want to take any money from my dad. I wanted to have my own money up front so I could pay for my first house when I do my flip and stuff. But like the real estate market, when the market starts crashing, it's going to be a buyer's market. That's what it's going to be. Right now it's a seller's market. Here in the next 7-10 months, it's going to become a buyer's market. And if you're using private equity, it's going to be a great time to be buying and then flipping if you're selling back out to the market, or maybe holding rentals and then flipping them out and selling them once the market comes back. But that's ultimately like you need to have a strategy and stuff. But it's like with $42,000, like she could have done so much, you know what I mean? Like, and now she was just like risking it for another like 16,000. And that's where the part where greed comes in. That's where this hodl mentality is just like, I'm like, bro, like, what are we talking about? You just over 10x your position and you're talking about holding for another 16,000. I don't know. So that's on. Please tell me talk sense or not. She held. I think she held. Do I think we'll drop in the morning? It's 100% possible. What's Nasdaq at now? Nasdaq is down right now still. Oh crap! Yeah, Nasdaq's getting wrecked. Yeah, here. Let me pull this up really quick so you can show you the Nasdaq. Here, wait. I'm gonna come back. I'll read the comments in a sec. Let me pull up the Nasdaq on the chart really quick. I'm using the iPad, so I was letting it charge. And guys, if you're ever you're trying to get into day trading and stuff like that, what I recommend is spending all of your time watching the Nasdaq and watching indexes. People really don't do that enough. Okay, so I pointed this out in the Discord earlier. Actually, I kind of want to pull up. I don't know if I have the Discord on my iPad though. Okay, so earlier on the Discord, they can tell you. So this morning, when everything was popping up, they're like, guys, it's time to buy tech. I was like, bad. Discord, bad. So we were at this range right here. And I circled this. I was like, we're about to get a triple bottom. We got that bottom, came back up, and then we came back down. This is a level that I'm watching now. It's about 13.1, a little under 13.1 on the Nasdaq. I think we're going to start bouncing at this range here. That would be best case scenario for AMC. So let's say we come down in this range, in my opinion, during London's open, which is typically like 1, 2 a.m. for me. So about, 8:30 right now. So about 5 hours from now, 5 hours and 30 minutes is when London opens. That's when you're going to see the bulk of that movement. I think Nasdaq's going to continue down. So as it continues down, the fact that AMC's holding up with Nasdaq getting crushed, very good news. But don't be greedy, like I said, like I preach, right? So keep that into account. So if Nasdaq starts bouncing into the open as well, I see AMC moving pretty well. 100K is possible, impossible. Thank you. Two most expensive things: dating and not investing. Yeah, I do not date anyone anymore. I have not been on a date. Man, when did I break up my ex? It was at my son's, right before my son's second birthday. It's like a year and 7 months ago. Maybe a year and 10 months ago, around that time. It was the September I started at University of Houston, I remember. Basically 2 years ago, almost 2 years ago. I mean, Tinder, but yeah. So yeah, I don't recommend dating for anyone. Any man. Women, go for it. So where do you look to move your money before you think the crash happens? Do you stay in your long to one? So I have long-term investments that I love, like PaySafe. I love PaySafe. I'm fine. I think PaySafe, what's the floor on PaySafe? Maybe they go to $8. I know it's terrible to say out loud, but I don't see them dropping below that. It's like investing in Square Cash, like in my opinion, like a little less use case, but they're huge. Like Roblox just beat earnings again. Like when you're seeing these companies beat earnings and how much they're producing, it's just like you're seeing how much money they're bringing in. You're seeing the use case for, PaySafe, right? So it's like it comes back down to fundamental analysis. Long term, I don't care about holding. I hold it forever. Waco, Texas. I played a lot of football in Waco. I lost a lot of football in Waco. Do you think selling on the way down will be better than selling on the way up? Think you sell when you make money? I'm moving all my money on Roobet. You guys like those Roobet streams? I feel like y'all like this. Supply and demand. You don't understand supply and demand, then Matt. If you were saying that, I think you might be being sarcastic. I think you're being sarcastic. But if you're saying that 100K is possible because of supply and demand, then you don't understand supply and demand, especially on the stock market. Broad. Are you in college? If so, what's your major? I have 3. So I finished all my capstones this past last week. My major is finance, risk management track at U of H Bauer. But I have 3 electives, super easy classes though. So I need to just wrap those up. Do you have concerns about the squeeze will be screwed up with certain brokerage apps? Inevitably, nope. I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think Robinhood 2.0 happens again. You ever heard of Dallas Carter? Yes. Yeah, I've seen Friday Night Lights, the movie. Dallas Carter, everyone's seen that. If you're not from Texas, if you haven't seen the movie Friday Night Lights, like the greatest movie of all time. What's going on? Someone just AMC floor 100 milli. H-Town out of the way. H-Town does have some of the best football teams though. Like we have Katy, Strake, North Shore, Dickinson had a lot of good people. Yeah, they're really getting good. Before the movie, the movie came out when I was super young, so yeah. But yeah, no, not before. No. Okay, we're not gonna have this discussion. But Friday Night Lights, the movie was better. It's a classic. It's classic. The series is really good too, though. Hey Siri, stop. Bad.
One moment.
No, bad.
Okay.
Stop.
I thought so.
If AMC hits 400, I'll donate a roof, labor materials, and residential roof in Texas. Does Bauer still have the fund handled by students? I don't know. I'm antisocial. As contrary as to believe with my YouTube account and stuff and my personality on here, I'm antisocial. Did you get a third unpack? No, I didn't have enough points on my account. It's just getting crazy. Yeah, I saw that. But yeah, because I made that video before we started pumping, and I was like, dude, why aren't we moving? You know what I mean? I was just staring at my computer. I was like, dude, we're 70%. We're not moving. What's going on? You know what I mean? I was like, this is dumb. The numbers aren't adding up. Siri is a creep. 100K is, yeah. What's going on, Worthy Gains? 100K is very possible. Puts on Apple confirmed. All tech looks really bad and scary. The last giant show I played was at the radio. He's I got a jump in front. Nice, Brandon. Just give me 50K to invest in crypto, guys. Be careful with crypto. I think it's a year of crypto though. We were talking about this in the Discord. Because when crypto ends, it ends. I've been a part of it. I remember it. When it starts going down, there's no up. That was the thing about when Jordan Belfort went on Trey's channel. I think there was a lot of good you could have taken from that, and that a lot of people just didn't want to hear because of his viewpoint on AMC. And he said in the short term he believed AMC was going to go up, but what people didn't like to say was he was after it pumps, he's they're just going to keep diluting the stock to make more money for the company, and it's the healthiest thing for the kids. It's a financial obligation, which in my opinion is true, but his delivery was terrible. So with what he said though is a lot of people haven't been a part of an economy where you have this just dropping, right? And Jordan Belfort was I've seen it. I've seen these bull markets, and I've seen the bear markets when you're buy the dip, but the dip just keeps dipping. And so crypto, I was a part of that back in 2017, whenever that happened, whenever it was everything just crashed straight down. So I will say be careful. When is my birthday? December 8th. Can the bar fees go over 100%? Yes, it can. It can go over 100%. 100K in your sweet dreams. Thoughts on shorting airlines right now? No, I would not want to. The potential fuel issue is just going to increase the rates. Theoretically, it'll increase the prices of airlines and it'll increase the price of oil. I should play Roobet later. You said you have a son. Yeah, I have a son. He's 3. First thing you're gonna buy. I don't buy like nice things for myself. Besides my computer and stuff. I bought a computer like a month ago though. There's like everything's on like it's backed up. They're like graphics cards are super hard to get. What about Safe Mood long term? Did pump and dump? Did you pump and dump? One, I can't pump and dump anything. Like I don't think my channel gets enough views to pump and dump anything. That'd be really cool if I got that many views. But no, so I did not pump and dump. I think Safe Moon will pop. I think it's gonna pop again. It like hit that like 0.0001 again, so it looks pretty good. No Yeezys. No, I'm like really bad about. Thank you. I mean, I'm not done yet. I have like a month left. With I'm just taking a whole bunch of month classes to knock them out. But yeah, you think Jimmy's squeezing? No. Can you give a small gist of what happened in the after hours? I think we're just seeing. I don't think you're seeing anyone cover, or you would have seen, the shares change, unless we change in the morning. So if market opens tomorrow, and the shares available like increases like 2 million, then I'd be like, oh god, crap, this sucks. This is bad. So unless we'll know directly in the morning, but I believe this might just be people getting into the stock. Like I'm saying, this fee has been increasing all morning, like all day long. It's been increasing, and I've been trying to tell people, like, dude, this is insane. Like, it's gonna pop. Like, I don't know if we get a 50. I think that's what I said in the video. I was like, I don't know if we get a 15, 20. I'm not saying that, but we're gonna get a pop. We're gonna get some movement. So that was like the key point behind what I was saying there. Thank you for the hoodie is fire. I appreciate it. Love the channel, Houston. H Tyne Hoarded 9. Could someone take advantage of the AMC squeeze by moving a 401k fund into BlackRock? I don't think, can you do that? What kind of volume are you looking for to confirm a squeeze? I mean, last time we had the volume, we had like 1 billion of volume, so it's gonna be hard to say. I think it's gonna be a process though. What's going on, guys? What's up, Nasty? I don't know who you are, but you sound cool name. Having a party when we become rich, rich. Stupid question: when the market crashes, is there money to be made with option when it does? How do you play the market when it happens? So I'm excited for the market crash because it's gonna expose a lot of people. I'm enthusiastic about it. I'm like, I couldn't be happier. But actually, I talk about it all the time. It's gonna be one of the best feelings ever because you're gonna see who can trade and who can't trade. People are gonna be. I think people are either gonna leave finance YouTube and stop talking about stocks and go talk about something else, or I don't know. So we're gonna see. That's gonna be really cool when that happens. I'm really excited. But when that happens, I'm gonna start diversifying my money 100%. So the goal is to have 100,000 saved up by that time. I think right now we're like at 22,000 right now, which is really good. That's like all my cash right now. That's like not cars or anything. That's just like or my car or like anything that I own. That's just like money I have been investing, some long-term stuff. I don't want to liquidate any long-term, cash in the bank, stuff like that. So I think I could hit 100K by the end of the year, which would be cool. Like to make 100K the whole year. That'll be cool, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, so that's going to be the goal. And if that happens, the goal is going to be to diversify heavily into real estate, keep day trading with options like I do right now. But yeah, it's going to be the focus. And then once the market starts to rebound, of course, I would start focusing heavily again on stocks again. I'm going to keep focusing on stocks and buying dips and stuff like that, but I definitely am going to be making my everyday livelihood most likely for the next 2 years on doing some type of real estate with my family. And if you don't know, my family is heavily into real estate development here in Texas and Houston area. I grew up in house flips. We were not rich by any means. I think Tyler's a rich kid who has money. Every single dollar that I have in investing was from my own money. That's why I wasn't heavily into YouTube and stuff back in like prior to December, because I had to liquidate my whole account to pay for like my attorney and stuff like that. So like There was a whole bunch of personal stuff, and then I finally got some money wrapped up, put it back in, started growing the YouTube again, and now I'm here. So it's cool. But yeah. So that's gonna be the goal. Sell some lumber and you're there. I know, right? That's one thing why I'm not doing. Like, my dad was asking me too. He's like, "Hey, you want to do some?" Like, he really wants me to do like me and my dad. Like, I worked with him for like probably through 2015 to like 2018. I worked with him like every day. I was doing the worst jobs you can imagine when it comes to real estate development. And I couldn't replace that for like the world. Though. Like, it taught me the value of money. It taught me hard work. It taught me countless things. So that was like the greatest thing ever. So yeah. Oh, Luis Martinez. It's pledged $15. Welcome, Luis. Is capital gains based on your 2020 income or was unemployed all year? Probably. Capital gains can be based on whatever your capital gains affect. So if you're investing, it's going to come off your investing. But you can write off losses and stuff like that. So I recommend you have a good... I recommend that you like have a good CPA, to say the least. And then also I need to make a video too, because once I need to do it really soon. I need to file for a Corp C, so I'm gonna have a video based on that to how to mitigate taxes and stuff like that as well for people. However, when you started trading, I was 18 years old. As soon as I could, I remember my birthday when I turned 18. I bought Litecoin. That was the first thing. When does a Nama Day mean in your videos? I don't know, to be honest. I just started saying it. Actually, what I say namaste from is actually from Blue Mountain State. So, yeah. You're weak. I am weak. Very weak. But, yeah. So, yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to read these questions. All these 100K Andy's are going to be super pissed when they find out Tyler trades options. I only trade options. Yeah, on this, yeah. What do you think AMC peaking? Do I see it peaking? No. What do you mean? We're going to call you 7 days? What does that mean? Are you still long Funko? I have a few, yeah. Funko is like the best NFT play you can play. But the market's just dropping down right now. Opinion on Ethereum. Ethereum's a really good play. I like Ethereum. It's just like, man, if you're making that much money, it's like, I don't know, like I'd probably take some profits. Anyone mad I sold Ethereum today? Congratulations, Tyler. Awesome job. Your local meme officer, Tyler, ETH is going to 10K. I think ETH probably does push 10K. I think it's heavily possible we push 10K on Ethereum. I was thinking about it like last night. I was like, man, like over the next like few months, what has more room, Bitcoin or Ethereum? I think Ethereum is going to make that run. I think it makes a 10K run. Absolutely crazy. How good are the learning resources in the? It's in my Discord, and I say this all the time. It's you're gonna get what you give, like, you know what I mean. So if you're asking questions and stuff, you're gonna like get answers. But I don't have a course. That's not what it's about. It's not gimmicky. I don't guarantee you profits. If you're trying to see how much you're gonna make and stuff like that, don't expect it to make 300% in your first month or anything like that. You're gonna see my mindset, what I'm thinking, when I'm trading. When we have an active day, I'm live as well on the Discord, going over charts and stuff. But I recommend just asking members. I guarantee we have members in the chats down below. I guarantee they're in the chat. So I recommend asking them their opinion and just like how they've liked it. And I mean, I don't know, but like it's not about like it's not a teaching. I would not teach anyone for $15 a month. Like, don't get it like twisted at all. But I don't want to teach anyone anyways. So Neo is killing my options. I wouldn't have bought options on Neo. It's scary. And that's the thing. So people are like they're broke and they can't afford it. Like, honestly, like I would love for people to join. I just don't want people to join like if you're broke. You know what I mean? So like, I mean, most people make their money back in like one trade. I don't know. Like some people, like when we traded oil, for instance, I mean, someone made like 2,500. I made like 3,500. Some people made like $1,000. Some people made a few hundred. It's like, so you'll make your money back pretty quick. But it's just like, if you don't have the money to trade, it's like I don't really understand. But yeah. Yeah, so Crowder made 1K on that. It's just like, but do you have money to trade? That's the thing. Ethereum has more use case than Bitcoin just because it's quicker and more efficient. your Discord after squeeze go bear. I hope so. Yeah. Everyone has their own margin. I do not trade with margin though. That is scary. Margin is terrifying. No way, Jose. Stop, Dad. Freaking Siri. Is AMC blowing up tomorrow? I think it looks good. What's with Dogecoin? It go down. All the money to trade is in my account. I'm feeling hard times, my man. Nothing extra. I'm not like talking. I'm not like. I'm just saying like I don't want people like to come in with like false expectations at all. I never want that to be the thing. We need to create our own new crypto, chimp coin. Why are you so mean to your Doge? One BCA cause namaste. Margin is scarier than being stuck in a prison cell with purple. Who's your favorite rapper? Man, hard. That's hard. I would say favorite like rap group. Honestly, it'd be Wu-Tang. But with Wu-Tang, man, because I mean, when it comes to favorites, like who could I listen to on repeat? Like just nonstop music. And if it's like newer people, which is like crazy, I like Logic a lot, but like all of his like album stuff is trash. It's like all of his like SoundCloud and like mixtape stuff is really good. But I really like. I think Wu-Tang is like incredible, and which is unpopular, but I like Ghostface a lot. I like Ghostface a lot. Y'all want to play Roulette? Are y'all serious? Y'all. If I made my own crypto, it'd be a scam. What do you mean? I don't know how it would be. I don't know like how I could do a crypto to make it efficient. I don't even know what I could. I don't know what I could do with that. That doesn't even make sense. Cream, one of the best songs ever. It is a good song. Let's play some Crash. Do y'all want to play Crash? Do y'all really want to play? Dang. Are y'all serious? You're going to make me put more money into that crap? Damn it. Not Roulette again. Should I transfer out of Robinhood? I don't know. I'd be careful. Wu-Tang Financial. Kraken or Voyager. I live in Hawaii and the crypto laws are restricted. Kraken's. I like Kraken. It was fine. Kraken was nice. Do you know how many dollars I went to rent with my AMC loot, Tyler? Will it be hard to sell? No, it won't be hard to sell them at all. It'd be really easy. Okay, so let's say like it goes to 200, 100, 200 bucks. If you can't sell them, okay, let's say you can't sell them, just let it expire. You know what I mean? It's like, but it probably won't be hard to sell. Favorite altcoin? I like XLM right now, Stellar. My friend loves Telcoin. He's made like 300% on it, which is crazy. If the actual squeeze happens, AMC will go above $50. That's if an actual squeeze happens. Thoughts on NFTs? That was the best thing in the world for the crypto market. That's what I think about NFTs. It was like what set them above the top. What do you think about Ethereum Classic? Really nice. How's Root about the dip today? Any tech is going to be scary right now. Midget strippers, yuck. Thought on Zcoin life savings as a savings coin. I think looking at cryptos as use cases is dumb. This is my opinion. I think there's thousands of cryptos, right? And they all apparently do something different. So it's like looking at them as a use case. The most efficient ones you want to look at, though, this is just my opinion. If you're looking at cryptos, the reason why, okay, so BNB. When I was into crypto heavily, I said BNB was gonna be one of the best cryptos of all time. It was gonna be one of them. I couldn't have anticipated to go to $600. I couldn't have anticipated that. But you want to find so with Bitmart, for instance, I really like BMX on there, which is their crypto. I think it's like Bitmax coin, or I don't know what it's called. I don't know what it's called. But these exchanges typically make a crypto, and if you use their crypto, you get reduced fees on trading. So if you look at the chart on BMX coin, it's been it's like been 10xing, just slowly increasing from like 2 cents up to 24 cents right now, right? It's just increasing. And so what I want to highlight is that these coins connected with solid exchanges are going to just keep increasing over time because people are going to buy them if they're trading on their platform to reduce the total amount of fees. It just makes sense. So I hope that probably kind of confused people. Do I explain technical analysis strategies? Yes, but only if you ask, if that makes sense. I mean, I'll break down what I'm looking at with the market and stuff like that and price action. But it's not like I'm not going to sit there and work directly with everyone, if that makes sense. The Discord is more of a discussion. Yeah, it's like a big educated discussion. Yeah. I mean, we're all friends. We all joke around and stuff. Yeah, stuff like that. So, yeah. Thoughts on Cardano? I like. Wu-Tang Financial Tabell Show. Tyler, the way you said it. It seemed like it. I haven't seen it actually. AMC on Stonko Tracker is 0% fee. Yeah, that's because there's no available shares. Stonko Tracker might be better. I just have a bad taste in my mouth because I think the owner came into my Discord one time or into this stream. He was like demanding I use his service. I was like, frig off. I'm the type of person, if you have a good product, you don't need to advertise it. Well, you can advertise it, but you don't need to like chase around for attention, right? Like, I grew the channel just solely on just like grinding. You know what I mean? Like that's one reason why I like Trey is like he grew his channel just on grinding his channel out. Like he was making like 6 videos a day at one point. Like he was just dumping content out. Like kudos to him. But like people that like have their product and they just hop into people's like, you know, their time where they're trying to make their money and like, I mean, like I don't make that much money for my lives, which is cool. I don't really care about that. I mean, I kind of just like talking stocks, but like to hop into other people's like areas where they make their living and then like where they, you know, it's like what they do for their, like how they make their money. Like you just have so much it's like so just disrespectful. And it's like, it's just laziness. You know what I mean? Like create your product, go market it. Don't beg for attention. Like I hate it. Can't stand it. I really am thinking about putting my whole life saving portfolio. Guys, you don't. Why chase? Why chase? Be careful though. Oh, Matt Kors, that's cool. He's sponsored by Manscaped. I use them actually. I'm about to go shave right now. So yeah, I'm probably about to go use my Manscaper. They're actually really solid. I'm not sponsored by them, but that'd be solid if I was. Digibyte, yeah, Digibyte's a good one too. They actually work with some stocks. He had a 1-day Manscaped promotion. No, Manscaped is not for overall body shaving. False. Fake news. No, it's not. But yeah. TMI, hey, you come here for the truth. Sold on last pump. Don't think it has solid use in the US. How high do you think AMC is going? I think it's gonna, I don't know. It's hard to say. Is Matt Kors Manscaped promo still valid? I have no idea. I have no idea. I almost gonna use a Bowie knife. Yikes, that's terrifying. Do you think stocks squeezed from February will go back up? All of them, no. Zom looks strong. It's just cooling off from the major run it's had, but yeah, it looks really good. I'm kind of like waiting to buy back in right now. I'm like, I don't know where to get in right now. Can AMC go to 30 this week? It's possible. It just depends if we start getting the squeeze. Like, you know what I mean? Like, do we really start squeezing? You know? Sense, I hate the company. Hate him. Ron, what's your question? What's your question, Ron? Let's see what this stupid question is. Sorry, I'm scrolling to see this guy's question. How long ago did you post this question? Ron, repost your question. I don't see it. I'll read it though. Why do you hate Sense? I just think it's a hype. It's a lot of hype. I thought you cut your own back. Cut out your back. Bitcoin Cash went up so much. I was wise. I bought 600. Tomorrow's gonna be crazy. Should I do a live in the morning? Stream during the day. Did I get my new PC? No, it's not in the mail. It hasn't come in yet. I think it comes in like in 2 weeks, maybe. I don't know. Do you think AMC keeps selling their shares steady or hold? They'll probably keep selling. It's a dead cat. It might move it might move. Sins might go up, but it's just like as a company, I think it sucks. What I think AMC will hit. I mean, I've covered it a billion times. Like, it's hard to. I can't give you an exact number. It's like it's crazy. It's like, do we actually squeeze or not? It's like that's the question. Like, do we get a squeeze? Or do we get like? It just depends what happens. Hey, also Nokia. I liked puts today at 5.08, but I didn't get in like an idiot. PaySafe needs institutional buying. It probably will get some, but I mean, I don't see it pumping. Look how long it took Square to move up. It took Square like 2 years, and then it started flying. You know. Thanks for sharing your wisdom. Are you into any crypto trading? Occasionally, yeah. But that's not what the group's focused on is crypto trading. I mean, I'll post stuff that I got in. Like, I bought some, like, SafeMoon, which people are like, that's a scam. I'm like, dude, who? Okay, so, like, looking at cryptos, if we really look at them, how many of them are actually going to be used? Like, can anyone here name what ADA Cardano is used for? And it's like, no. You can say, well, this is, Tyler, what it's technically supposed to be. No one uses it for those reasons. Who uses Ethereum for what it's supposed to be used for? No. You do it to trade it. You know what I mean? So it's like, get out with that. That mentality is so stupid. So like, yeah, SafeMoon might not have a use case, or their NFT platform may be way down the road. It's about, can you make money on it? And I believe, yeah. So if I'm buying something, it's to make money on it. But like, am I putting a heavy amount of money into this stuff? No, it's just crypto. It's like, I'm not putting money into Bitcoin because I'm gonna be a freedom fighter and I hate the US dollars. No, that's not why. You put money into it to make money. That's why. So yeah, I bought some Shiba too, SHIB, and that was just because I thought it was gonna get listed on Binance, which it did, and that went up like 150%, which was crazy. Is Fubo a decent buy anymore? Sorry, I didn't mean to like. If I ever go on a rant, don't get mad. Don't get mad. But yeah, I'm not like taking out. Is Fubo a decent buy? They're probably gonna do terrible on earnings. I bet Fubo does better on Actually, I bet Fubo loses subscribers this month. I bet they lose subscribers compared to last time. Yeah, I'd be willing to bet. So I think their earnings are gonna poop. They look the chart looks terrible on Fubo. Tyler, what's going on with Root? Okay, well, one is people are asking. I hate when people ask questions. People ask questions when the stock market is dumping. You're like, why is this stock going down? I'm like, well, let's take a quick look at the Nasdaq and SPY and see what's happening. And they're like, oh, everything else is dumping. Why isn't this stock going up? I'm like, what are you talking about? But yeah, they did miss on earnings as well. They missed on revenue, I think. SafeMoon will not be listed on Robinhood or Webull. Probably never. Appreciate the love. JF Wall Street Viking. It's a long name. Love it. I appreciate the donation. Have you discussed an extra strategy on the short squeeze? So everyone keeps asking like the exit strategy too on AMC. Like I have options. It's not shares, right? So when I exit, I'm probably gonna close all positions and I'll probably open new ones that are more dated, and I'll just keep playing it and like managing my position that way, until we get some crazy move to the upside, and then I'll probably just sell all the way out. But I don't have a target or anything like that. It's just like, how do we end up moving? It's just going to be based on how we start moving. That's all it's based on. I don't know how else to say it. So So yeah, but like if you're having shares, I don't know what to tell you if you have shares, like where to get out. I have no idea. What platform do I trade on for crypto or what? For stocks, E-Trade. I love it. For options. Do I hold normal AMC shares to get in on this? What are you talking about? No, okay. I say I have none. I have like 40, but it's basically none. I consider myself not an AMC holder at all. That's just on Webull. But yeah, I don't see the purpose compared to options. Like today was a great example. Like I was talking about in the Discord, I was like, guys, so let's say AMC theoretically, let's play a game. Let's say AMC this week hits $40, right? If you're holding AMC, your average entry is, let's say your average entry is $9.50. For most people, I think most people's average entry is around $10. So if we go to $40, let's say you 4x your money. You 4 times it. Great profits. Or, well, no, you 3x it. I'm sorry. 3x, right? You go from 100, yeah, right? Am I an idiot? I don't know. Math is hurting my head. So let's say you 4x your money, right? So if you have $1,000, from your 1,000 you'll turn into $4,000, or from 2,000 to 8,000, right? But my $2,000 worth of options, if we hit $40 by Thursday, do you understand how much more money I would make than your stock? Now I understand stocks are safer. I understand, but you can kind of predict how we're moving with AMC and before we're getting these monster legs up. So I just think you're able to risk a lot less, and you can still make the same amount of money with options, maybe even more. E-Trade is gold. Like everyone's trying to debate if it's 3x or 4x. Oh God, what did I start? No, I would not sleep with a homeless woman. Ugh. Yeah, I think it is 4x. Yeah, because if you 1x it would just stay at. Yeah, it's 4x. It is 4x. Just think 4 times 10 equals 40. Yeah, it's 4x. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, I guess not to. The college didn't teach me my multiples, so that's bad. Me and Jim and I are sitting here when AMC starts squeezing. We're gonna have one of those all night streams. Possibly, I don't know. Yeah, probably. I hope it doesn't. I hope it doesn't move too much in the pre market tomorrow because I didn't get to dump all my money in. I was gonna put like 10 grand on the options. That'd been crazy, man. That'd been cool, man. Guys, I don't even know. I don't even know, to be honest. I'm so sorry. Sorry on the math. If we hit, man, yeah, we need to do another Roobet stream. Those Roobet streams are fun. Those are a lot of fun. A lot of fun. I wonder if any of my friends are online right now. Let me check. If so, might be able to do a Roobet stream. Tyler looks tired. I think it's because I haven't gone to the gym. That's why I look so terrible. The past 2 days I haven't gone. So when I don't go to the gym, I look awful. I look like just out of it. I have the most toxic group of followers. Why not just buy call options 2 months out to guarantee you not miss a squeeze? Because I won't make as much money. I like making a lot of money. What's your take on the borrow fee for tomorrow prediction? I'm curious. It's either gonna. I'm really curious. I think so right now it's at 0%. So that actually kind of confirms my bias and my thesis, I guess, what it was. Okay, so my thesis is every 15 minutes they are loaning out all 15,000 or whatever these, right? So like when you're looking over here, is it still popped up? Okay, so like 10,000, right? So my thesis, and if you come back down to where was it, 9:45 this morning? Okay, so right here you see we go from 9:30 to 10 o'clock right here. You see that how we skip a 15-minute marker?
Okay, so my theory is that we are completely selling these out, and that's why this number is jumping up so massively. So every 15 minutes, I believe that these shorts are getting grabbed up. They're getting grabbed up, totally. Every single 15 minutes, I believe it's happening, right? Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Okay, so as it's happening, that's why we're seeing a rapid jump from 48 to 50. We've never seen this type of jump, right? That's what's happening. And so on the after hours right now, if you go to Fintel, you can see that it actually shows we're at 0% in the short fee amounts at NA or whatever. So I believe that what's happening right now is we're completely sold out, 100% sold out of the shares right now, and that this is BlackRock just continuing to loan out shares at this huge multiple. Dude, Trey, I think he has a girlfriend or something. I don't know if Trey's sense of humor is as edgy as mine is. Will we stay above 10 tomorrow? Who knows? It's going to be crazy. So we're just waiting for them to run out of shares alone. Well, they have millions of shares alone, so that could take a while. But we'll see. I don't think they'll keep shorting at these numbers, though. I don't think they'll keep doing it. Wall Street bets flooded with tears over Palantir. Yeah, I know Palantir. I don't know why, because their earnings they're probably gonna do good on earnings, but they're gonna go down. Check AMC's 1-day chart. It looks like a giant bull flag. I agree. It does look really good. They can keep shorting until what? Until they have nothing else to lose. That's a good point, Roman. Palantir's a great company. It's a great company. It's just like, it's just not. It's companies take a while to take off. It's a great company. What's your favorite car, dream car? Man, I always wanted an Audi A5. I mean, now like I look at it, it's like, it's okay. Like I would take like, there's other nicer cars, but like I don't know why I've always wanted an Audi A5, like a nice one. But yeah, it's like a modest, nice car. Not super sporty, just like a casual car. But yeah, I'm probably gonna end up getting a truck. Unfortunately, I don't want to get one, but I'm gonna have to get one. I think. I hate driving trucks. I hate them. It's so inconvenient. I hate backing up. I hate. You always get asked to help people. I hate it. You can go for the R8. I don't. Yeah, I know someone's gonna say R8. A modest car. Anyone see Trey and King Kong video on Reddit? No, I didn't see it. You get a Gladiator. I love mine. Oh, is that that's the Jeep? Yeah, those are kind of cool too. They're just different. I like them. Are they scalable? They are scalable, but I don't use cup and handle. I use bullflag because they typically work. Are Jeeps reliable? Pretty nice, yeah. You're obligated to drive a big, inconvenient truck. Yeah, I think they're just really douchey. I think I already provide a really big, douchey vibe. So I don't really like, yeah. Cybertruck would be cool. It would be really cool. It's a long stream. What crypto is better? What are you comparing? What do you mean? Is that just like out of all cryptos? Kathy Wood. Were you ever into CCIV? I had some options on it, yeah. But after like all their announcements and stuff, I was pretty bullish on them, and then they pushed back the delivery dates, and that's when I was like, okay, this is sketchy. So they're bearish until they announce another delivery day. They'll keep going down inevitably. What makes you say there won't be a Robinhood 2.0? Okay, so like E-Trade can't do it again. They can't do it again. Like now, crypto's different because it's unregulated and stuff like that. But with
Robinhood's going to be IPOing soon. They can't do it again. They've already been investigated. They would be committing corporate suicide. They couldn't do it again. It couldn't happen again. AMC to the mean. Thoughts on CTRM? All stocks look bad right now. Every stock looks really bad right now with an Nasdaq getting crushed. Look how bad the Nasdaq. Dude, the Nasdaq is getting crushed. It'll hit. What is that, like 13? Yeah, 13.1. There's a little bit more room to go. It's getting crushed right now, though. I don't mean to be negative, but like I'm just saying, like it's all stocks are gonna get crushed until Nasdaq recovers. What do you think about SafeMoon? I think it'll pump. I think it'll pump. Yeah. Ripple's gonna come out on top. Lawsuit. Yeah, the lawsuit after the lawsuit, Ripple will pump. It will. What's going on, Fred? Freddy boy. One sec. Man, I'm getting like steaming hot. Everything looks better now. I have a feeling because AMC is about to get crazy. It could. AMC held really well today. I've only been trading for options about 2 years, but when it comes to just trading in general, 4 or 5 years, 5 years almost. We'll say 4.5. Took a lot on FSRI. He's about to buy AMC to recover. Don't chase. I don't recommend chasing. Raising Cane's, Chick-fil-A, or Popeyes, Denny's, Raising Cane's. Question of Bitcoin is unregulated. Then why are some countries able to ban it? They could, yeah, because it's unregulated. They can ban anything they want. What do you mean? Yeah, they can ban it. I saw a trade as John lost today. Yeah, I have no idea. I was sitting on my couch watching it. Honestly, like everything was going down today, so I just like took a nap. I think like Discord, like they just didn't hear from me for like an hour or two. If you're wondering, Discord, I just took a nap on my couch. Yeah, that was funny. I've been preaching energy stocks to you guys. Oil, I've been preaching for like the last week. Discord members might be mad that I've been telling you guys, but it's obvious, Discord members, if people don't see me buying the position, that they aren't convinced that I love the position. You know what I mean? So that's like the part about being in the Discord. Like you see me literally putting, $4,000 into Exxon. And you're like, okay, I think Tyler believes in the position. You know what I mean? Do you like skills? Long term, yeah. How much of my portfolio, when it comes to long term, zero. Zero of my long term stuff is that. Yep. But the SOS has bottomed out. SOS is going to be a meme play, so be careful. But I think Riot and Mar have lots more rooms to come down. What broker do I use? E-Trade. Well, you're still going. Nice. Any AMC? There's no new updates now. I haven't seen anything. No. That's not what it means. Unregulated means the government doesn't have control over it. Please do pre-market streams 4 to 5 a.m. No, thank you. Guys, when I get to like, more, when I get to more subs and I'm making money off it, maybe. But like, I mean, I do this because I enjoy them. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to get up that early because I don't enjoy getting up at 4 or 5 a.m. and talking to people. You know what I mean? I'm not being mean. I just like, and like, I'd rather just spend that time focused on the Discord. I was doing it for a while, but it was just like, why spend that money making like $50 maybe when I could just be talking to the Discord to get them more money's worth, and then they just like, you know what I mean? Like, I never want them to feel cheated at all. So yeah, no problem, David. Are you gonna buy any moonshot coins if Floyd knocks out Logan? I actually got some moonshot. I bought like $500 of it the other day. I made a video on Bitmart. You guys can use my code for Bitmart. It's on that SafeMoon tutorial on how to buy SafeMoon. VeChain probably goes up. I don't know. Yeah, I'm pretty conservative with my options. But when it comes to AMC, like, I mean, people can tell you in the Discord, like, when it comes to AMC options, like, I only buy options when I feel really confident. You know what I mean? Over the past 4 weeks, I won twice. 3 weeks, I'll say. Won twice, lost the last one, and then this is the one we're on now. I want to tell you, everyone was kind of scared when I bought into it because we started dumping. What do you think about Shiba? I already got into it. I kind of sold a lot of mine already when I got Binance listed. Oh, nice. Happy to know. The meme plays are crazy. How much did I start with when I started trading? It was on Litecoin, and I put like $3,000 into it, and I made like, it was close to like 25 grand. I lost it all in crypto though, like an idiot. Are options better than owning stock? Totally depends. If you have a full-time job, you can't monitor and stuff, then I would just grab stock. You see it squeezing to 100? It depends how we start moving. I'm super confident at the moment, just looking to stay informed. Our options, I already answered that. So yeah. I will say that, like, so Bitmart has pretty good customer support from what I've seen so far, but I bought some Tether on there and it got locked onto it got like locked in an order. But like they already, like, I emailed them and they emailed me back already, so that was pretty convenient. So that was nice. So I just don't have access to trading it right now. But I have it. Like, it's still in my account. There's no like concern or anything. It was just like, frustrating. What's SafeMoon at? I'm actually looking at it right now. SafeMoon's just holding up. SafeMoon's just holding at these really high levels. SafeMoon's going to pop, I think. I kind of want to buy more. Tyler, can I please see your eyes? No. No. Hey, Tyler, why is AMC continuing for a Robinhood app? It's what it ended at on the after hours. How do I learn about market, bro? It all feels overwhelming. It's going to be really overwhelming when you start out. I just didn't have a life. I don't party. I don't really drink. I have a few friends, but that's just because I don't like people. I had a kid at a young age, so that just made me not want to do any of that anyways. I don't have a life. Trading kind of became my life. That's with anything, though. If you want to become good at it, it becomes your life. So. Except the kid part, yeah. The kid part was just motivation to do it. That's what really made me not like party or anything. But yeah. So. But he smoked the devil's lettuce. Yeah. 23. Hope you're good. Any good news for anything sports, AMC? What do you mean? What do you use to buy cryptocurrency or trade it? It depends what you're buying. So if you're buying like majors, like Ethereum, stuff like that, just use Webull or no, I have a son. Use Webull, Robinhood, Coinbase Pro if you need to. Those are all fine. When is my option gonna expire? On Friday. I'll probably make more. You should write a country song. I'd probably get all the girls if I did that. What stock was your first huge win in the market? Wyndham. Wyndham was one of my first. Well, I don't know. Wyndham was the one that like I made like one of my biggest calls ever. So whenever the market crashed, I loaded up on Wyndham. I bought call options like 3 weeks out, and oh my gosh, it was beautiful. Do I work for anyone? No. Stocks are my main source of income, and I make like $2,000 off of YouTube and stuff like that. But like for the most part, stocks are my income. What's your split? I do CrossFit. So I pretty much do legs. I do like legs and upper body every day. Yeah, I just eat a lot of food. But right now I'm getting kind of fat because I couldn't do legs for like a whole month and a half. I have really bad sciatica on my left side of my body, and so I was doing cleans, and I must have hyperextended my knee. And I just like, man, like the back of my left knee felt terrible. So I just couldn't do legs for like a while. How do I choose the expiration date for my option? I look at IV and then I feel how confident I am on the chart. How much I aim to make a day. It's not about how much I'm making a day. It's about just kind of how much I make. I don't know how to explain it. Would you be nervous holding your AMC shares in Robinhood? Not really, no. Double chin. Yeah, I know. I'm getting kind of. Also, when I have facial hair though, I look chubbier. But yeah. You bring your son to the gym? No, I don't. When I have my son, I don't work or do anything. Yeah. So like, if you ever see me like on like typically on Discord and stuff, I'm really inactive on some Thursdays and Fridays when I have them. Well, I won't do videos, but I'll be like texting and stuff in there, but I won't be doing stuff like that. My strike price is a $10 call. The chubby investor, I like it. But I'm just like bloated too, because I'm eating pretty bad and stuff like this, just because I do so much cardio. But yeah. Yep. I'm actually probably about to hop on. I need to go to the gym. I need to go right now. Chance Rapid concert playing AMC's rumor. It's news. It's real news. He's been tweeting about it. Would you be holding in Cash App? No, Cash App is nice. Cash App's really nice. Gambling on June 18, $40 calls. Can a one contract? Can one contract? You said you worded that so weird. But there's the June 18th has a lot of open interest. I saw those. I'm a Scorpio. I mean, not a Scorpio. No, bad. Sagittarius. Born in December. Me and my I have split custody of him. Of my son. That's why I had to get an attorney. All right, I'm gonna go shave these eggs. I'm gonna get off, guys. I'll try to be live in the morning. I'll be live in the morning. 8 a.m. 8:05 maybe. So if you're in the Discord, I'll be live on YouTube as well. We'll be just probably talking AMC most of the day, kind of just chilling. So I'll see you guys in the morning. We'll see what happens. Namaste. Dude, my back is so sweaty. I'm so hot right now. Holy crap.